Welcome to Las Vegas, Nevada. This is Trunkhead with Trunkhead Gaming. Today we're going to do Race for Reikland, version 2, the final week. There's been some separation. Newsflash, there's been some separation. There was some results this week, and now we have a better idea of what we're looking at. So let me pull up, I don't know where the hell, there it is. So this is what we're looking at. This last week, the two games that were outstanding, Nutty Professor. Well, there's a bunch of stuff that happened. Larkstar lost. Number 1 team lost to the number 9 team. Travel Scrabble lost the ties in a close one, and Nutty Professor managed to take one off the Ilgoth, and also a close one. That was closer than expected, although eventually just the fact that Nutty Professor's team is a little bit older and had some more skills, had a lot more skills, unfortunately, that Ilgoth couldn't deal with. So this is where we are at right now. Infernal Milky Way, Nutty Professor is 15 points. He is looking in good shape. I don't think he's guaranteed to promote, but he's pretty close. And also we need to back up. Last week I said the bottom 4 demote is actually the bottom 6. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 all demote. Only 3 go up, and only 1 stays. And that right now would be either me or Deethwin, although Deethwin wins the tiebreaker at the moment. So we're going to try and go through everybody and have their condition to win. So, or condition to promote, I should say. So the very first game we're going to go through, we'll start with the top leaderboard, Nutty Professor. He this week plays Deethwin, if I remember correctly. He plays, Deethwin, Reikland Egyptian, who is number 4 on the board. It's also an exciting week because the top 6 teams all play each other. So 6 all the way up to 1 all play each other. And you know what's really nuts? There's actually, way down here, number 7, Jaleel. He actually has not only an opportunity to win, or to promote, but he has an opportunity to win the division while he'd be tied and lose a tiebreaker, so he could finish 2nd in the division. Still, even though he's way down here at 7th, he's only a point behind everybody ahead of him. So anyway, let's start with Nutty Professor. He plays Deethwin. He's currently at 15 points. If he draws, he'll be at 16 points, and that would guarantee promotion because there's only 2 teams that could pass him if he's at 16 points. So a draw guarantees that he gets promoted. That's all he needs is a draw. And he's playing Deethwin's Roll Like an Egyptian. This is his team right now, 1780. They're getting a little bit healthier. They've been down in the 14, 1500s for a while. Finally got all their MGs back. Took no damage against Ilgoth. You see he's got a rookie Crispy Karn. Strip Ball solid, although Deethwin has 2 sure hands guys. So this team's pretty good. He's going against Deethwin's Roll Like an Egyptian, who will be out. He'll have a maximum of 3 Tomb Guardians. This guy's MNG. He took an MNG and he took a AG bust, which since he's AG1 is just another MNG. He combined another Tomb Guardian, so he'll be at 3 Tomb Guardians. Which how much do they cost? It looks like they are 100,000 even. So he'll be at 1580. Yeah, 1580. Exactly. He does have 3 tackle pieces. He had 4, but I killed 1, unfortunately. So, Deethwin and I are tied. So I think I kind of need, at this point, I don't think I can catch Nutty Professor. In fact, I can't catch Nutty Professor, me personally. So I want Deethwin to lose this game. Or draw, I guess. Draw doesn't really help me. So this is what they got. 1, 2, 3 tackle. He's got the 2 sure hands, plus one of his sure hands is on an AG, was on a strength 4. So looks like he got a level here. No, he's had a level for a while. So this is his squad. Looks pretty good. This guy, of course, is pretty nasty. The only 3 Tomb Guardians, and one of them be a rookie. That's going to be an issue. I don't know who's going to win the game. I really don't. I don't know who I would predict. Deethwin's going to get. He's 1580, so he'll get 200,000 in inducements. He could induce a 4th Tomb Guardian if he wanted to, with the skill, with guard, if he so choose. I don't know. He might just get bribes. He might just get a chainsaw on bribes. I don't know. I don't know what to think there. But that's what the Professor gets a draw. He's in. He gets a win. If he gets a win, he wins the division. So win and he's the winner. Draw and he goes up. Ties. Ties plays me. He is at 14 points. I'm at 12 points. So if Ties gets a draw, that puts him at 15. And he could tie Nutty Professor. Larkstar can only pass him. He can't. If he draw, doesn't get him passed. I'm trying to go through the permutation. So he would beat me. So we don't have to worry about that. He would, if Deethwin, if Ties gets a draw, and Deethwin wins, and Travel wins. I'm trying to tell you how Deethwin can promote. So if he wins, he's at 15. And that would, well, excuse me, we're on Ties. If Ties wins, he's at 17. 17 guarantees promotion. So a win and he's promoted. A draw and things get sticky because a draw means he's at 15 points. He would beat me because I'd be at 13. He would need Deethwin to lose. I guess it wouldn't matter if Deethwin loses or not because he wins the tiebreaker. Ties wins all tiebreakers except for Teach T because he's got least losses. Yeah, so it looks like a draw is enough to get, because he owns all tiebreakers, a draw gets Ties in. So a draw gets Nutty in, and a draw looks like it gets Ties in. I'm trying to see if anybody else could beat him. Deethwin could catch him, but would lose on least losses. He would beat me. Yeah, so a draw wins. So a winner or a draw, and Nutty Professor's in. Winner or a draw, and Ties is in. Although I think, is Nutty Professor in already? I think Nutty Professor's already in, now that I look at it, because the only people that can get to 15 and draw him are me and Deethwin. And if he would have to lose, and they play each other. So if Deethwin wins, he would actually beat Nutty Professor on tiebreaker. We'll just skip over Larkstar for a minute. So if Deethwin wins, he would actually beat Nutty Professor on tiebreaker. So if Deethwin wins, Ties win, and Larkstar wins, then Nutty Professor doesn't get in. So Nutty Professor needs 1 point out of this game, and he's in. But if he loses and those other things happen, then Deethwin would promote over Nutty Professor. It's fucking crazy. All right, so let's go to Larkstar. Larkstar's at 13 points. He's right here. He's at 13 points. We go over. Oh, Ties and I play each other. We'll go over the matchup when we get to me. Larkstar's at 13 points. He can get to maximum 16, which would put him in, I believe, because the only people that could catch him at 16 would be Nutty Professor and Ties. So a win and Larkstar's in. Win and in. Win and in. Win and in. So these three have their own fate in their hands. If he draws, then all kinds of things can happen. Because if he draws, then he played Nutty Professor, or he plays Travel Scrabble this week. So if he gets a draw, Travel Scrabble's at 12, and loses all tiebreakers. So Travel Scrabble would be in demotion spot. But Larkstar would only be at 14 points, and he would lose the tie, so he'd have Nutty and Ties ahead of him. And if either Deethwin or myself win, then we would pass Larkstar, and Larkstar would not promote. So he needs a draw. He needs a win to get in, and a draw is not enough. A draw could still get him demoted. He could actually finish as low as 7th. I figured this out with Travel Scrabble. He could finish as low as 7th. So, man, this is really, really difficult stuff. Larkstar winning in, draw, and anything can happen. Deethwin, we already went over. He plays Nutty Professor. He needs to win, of course. A win puts him ahead of Nutty Professor. I think he's winning in too, actually. Yeah, because if Deethwin wins, he's in. Because he would own the tiebreaker, because they're exactly the same. So the first tiebreaker is least losses. So if he plays Nutty Professor and wins, they'll have the exact same losses. It would then go to TD differential. Right now, they're both +5 TD differential. So if Deethwin wins, by definition, he would go up 1. Nutty Professor would go down 1. So he would beat him on TD differential. So if Deethwin wins, he's in. Nutty wins, he's in. Ties win. So winning a draw, he's in. Winning a draw, you're in. Winning in. Winning in. Trunkhead, who was our local hero, maximum 15 points. So I don't believe I'm winning guaranteed. And if I win, I'll beat another professor. Or beat ties. So I'd be ahead of ties by 1 point. Then I think I would need Nutty Professor to beat or draw. So I would need to win, and I would need Nutty Professor to get 1 point off of Deathwin, and then I would be in. Because if Deathwin wins and gets the 15, that would put me at 15, and I would lose tiebreakers to both Nutty Professor and Deathwin. So I need Nutty Professor to get 1 point off of Deathwin, and I need to win. And I'm not going to go over demotion to let you guys figure that stuff out. So Travel Scrabble. Travel Scrabble is at 11 points. If he wins, he'll be at 14 points, and he will have passed Larkstar. Boom. So he'll be up here. He can't even if ties loses, travel they'd be at the same, and travel loses all tiebreakers of ties. So the most travel can get is third place. And so he would beat Larkstar. He would need Deathwin to draw or lose, and he would need me to draw or lose. So that's how he gets in. He wins, draw and lose, draw and lose. Jaleel. How does Jaleel get up there? Jaleel also can get max of 14 points. He also loses all tiebreakers. Not all they can't all lose all tiebreakers, but he's -2 DD differential right now. So he would win, and he's playing Ilgoth, so he's got the easiest matchup. So if he wins, he'll be at 14 points. This is crazy, right? He's number 7th right now. A win puts him at 14 points, which he would lose the tiebreaker Night Professor and to ties, so he would be in 3rd place. So for Jaleel to promote, he needs to win. He needs Larkstar to lose by 1. Oh, so I think Jaleel needs to win. So what would he need? He would need me and Deathwin to either draw or lose, and he would need Larkstar to lose because he loses tiebreaker. So he needs Larkstar to lose, which means Travel would win. He and Travel would be tied, and then they would have the same losses. They both have 3 losses, so it come down to TD differential, and right now Travel's ahead by 1. So he would need Travel to win by 1, and he would have to win by 3. So unlikely, but it is a chance. it's there. It's just super unlikely. And then these 3 guys are going to demote. So, what happens? So he said Nutty Professor and Deathwin. I think Nutty Professor is going to win that game, and he's going to promote, which will leave Deathwin at 12 points. And then Trunkhead versus Ties, I think is going to be a very close game. I don't know that it's going to be very tough for me to win that game, but I should get at least a draw, which will put me ahead of Deathwin. There's an outside possibility I win, but it's pretty thin. So who knows what happens there. And then Larkstar and Travel Scrabble. I don't know why, but I think Travel Scrabble has a decent chance in that game. It really comes down to how much is the Mighty Blow from Larkstar. Let's check out Larkstar's team. Larkstar's team looks like this. It's nasty, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Mighty Blow with 1, 2, 3, 4 guard. Looks like one's out. And 1 dirty player. He's playing Travel Scrabble's team. So this game is just huge. Travel Scrabble's only caused 6 casualties all season, or 7 casualties all season. But all these thralls that are wicked important, they're only AV7. So it could be a really tough game. I don't know how that's gonna go. I played a lot of undead, but I've never played them against vampires, so I don't know how the game's gonna go. I think it's gonna be whack a thrall and hope they go down. So who knows how that one goes. But let's just assume that Larkstar either wins or draws. I think Deethwin's gonna lose. So let's say Night Professor, he's in. Ties, Larkstar. I don't know, man. I think it's gonna come down to Night Professor's in. I think Ties is in, and then who's in the third spot? Probably Larkstar. Larkstar's probably in the third spot. But if I win, then I pass Ties. So let's say Night Professor's in, Larkstar's in, and somehow I sneak in there. I don't think that's gonna happen. And then whoever's 4, which I think is probably gonna be me, is gonna stay where we're at. And then demote. I think travel. I don't know why. I have no idea that Larkstar travel Scrabble matchup. I really have no clue. Larkstar doesn't. Larkstar counts heavy on removals. A really great coach, but he doesn't get a chance to be creative with undead like he does with his humans and with his halflings and stuff. He just kind of plays a very basic, straightforward game. And I don't. Travel's pretty inventive with his vampires, so I think that's an interesting game. So let's say Nutty's in for sure, and then everything else could be up in the air. I'm thinking I'm gonna win. I'm feeling kind of confident, but who knows? Yeah. I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys have any thoughts on that? I mean, I've never seen a division like legitimately 7 could get in. This is fucking nuts. That's it, man. That's all I got. So we'll go over my matchup real quick. This is my team. I'm 1940. I'm gonna get 240 inducements. I only have 2 tackle. 240 inducements against Ties after his whatever. He's out his kicker, so that's kind of nice. 1, 2, 3, 4 guard. That's disgusting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blodgers. Like I don't have much I can do against that. Try for 3 dies, I guess. So yeah, this is the big game. There's a couple all big games because all top 6 play each other. I think Ned Professor's he's gonna win in a walk. Ties and me, I don't know who wins. Larkstar and Travel, I don't know who wins. Those are the big games, and the week just flipped, so who knows what's gonna happen there. Top 3 go up into Altdorf, which is pretty nasty in its own right. Looks like bottom 6 and Altdorf all go down, so it's like as of this moment, be Crowdog stuff. Crowdog on down. Although there's a really big game coming up. Balls to the Wall and CJ and Blackburn are playing. Oh, that's not right. Filters. Who's Filters? Yeah, Balls to the Wall. So this game's huge. If CJ Blackburn loses this game, he's tied with Crowdog. So yeah, there you go, man. Reikland is crazy as we thought it was last week. It's just as crazy as this week. Of course, I will absolutely cast my game, even if it's just a silent no stream one. It'll be on. Ilgoth has done a good job of doing most of the Reikland games. So we should just keep an eye out on the Big Crunch 2 website. And there we go. Thanks for watching. See ya.